Michelle Tack here, personal trainer at Westwood Country Club. Just trying to keep you guys busy over this quarantine. I'm going to make some exercises up here. We got core, we've got a little bit of high intensity mixed in there. Requires little or no weights. I do have a strap. Hopefully you guys at least have a strap at home. But just modify in any way. There's certain exercises you don't like, just power through it. Keep moving, do some low impact jumping jacks, for example, while we're doing some of the exercises that you may not prefer to do, or because you've got some issues, joint issues that you need to be concerned about. So, as I normally like to do, I like to start off with our core. I would like you to have already been warmed up, maybe a 5-minute walk, or just walking up and down your stairs, 5 or 6 times. Something to get your heart rate up before you actually begin. So let's start with our core on the mat here. First, you're going to lay on your back. Your arms are going to be out to the side, and they will be used as your anchors. Now you're going to tighten up your core, so tighten up your tummy before you lift those legs. Lift them about a foot off the ground, and then I want you to draw a figure 8 with your legs together. So when I go to the right, my left hip comes up. And when I go to the left, my right hip comes up. So here you want to challenge yourself with getting those legs nice and low towards the ground, but always keeping your abs super, super tight here, okay? So let's just do 12 more repetitions here. And 1, this is a good one because it hits your obliques, lower abs. 2, 3, keeping that navel pulled in and up. 4, 5. If anytime you need a break, you feel like your back is too weak, then just stop, take a break. 8, 9, almost there. 10, 11, and 12. Great. Okay. The next one is going to be a side forearm plank. So there's many different options here. You want to place your elbow underneath your shoulder. Don't let your shoulder inch up to your ear. Keep your shoulders down. You can come up where one knee is on the ground. My bottom leg is on the ground supporting me. That is fine. If that's what you can do, that is great. So in this position, you can either hold it or you can do a little twisting motion and come back up, okay? That is your modified side plank. Your full side plank, I like to do it with my top leg forward, bottom leg extended out, and then we're just going to twist under, okay? But nice and slow and easy because you don't want to hurt your shoulder on this one. So reaching under, keeping those hips up, and keeping that shoulder back and down. Don't let it, like I said before, I demonstrated that shoulder goes up towards your ear. You want to keep that away from your ear. Here's 7, 8, 9. Now, you're still holding that plank. Just hold it in that same position if that's what you chose to do. 11 and 12, okay? And now we switch to the other side. So again, lining that elbow up underneath your shoulder. If you're going to do the modified plank, you're just going to hold it here. That's one option. Or you twist under, or you do the full side plank with the twist, okay? So just a little twisting there, and then reach back, kind of opening up your chest. Again, keeping those shoulders engaged. Don't let that shoulder inch up to your ear. Here's 4, 5, 6, nice and easy and in control. 7, 8, you can add weight to this also as another progression to this exercise. 10, 11, and 12. Okay, next exercise, you're going to be sitting with your hands behind you. Your fingers are facing your feet. You're going to draw that navel in and up, pull those shoulders down, lift your legs. You're going to extend your legs out, and then do a little flutter motion up and down with your legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, fold in. So when you're folding in, you want to bring your chest in towards your knees. Then go back out, keeping those abs super tight. 3, 2, 1. Pull them in. Good. Folding that chest towards your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them in. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 1 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay, next. It's going to be the active bird dog. So, you are going to be in a, hands are lined up underneath your shoulders. Pull your shoulders back and down. You're going to extend your left leg out. Right arm comes above your head, so you're reaching, trying to feel like you're extending through your spine here as you reach away from your body. Then you're going to bring the elbow in towards that opposite knee for 10, 9, flex that foot, 8, feel that those glutes contract here, maybe your hamstrings as well, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is a great back exercise. Again, extend your the right leg. Opposite arm is overhead. Reach, reach, reach. Keeping that navel pulled in and up, and then cross over for 10. Feeling those glutes contract here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You don't want to raise your leg up too high. You don't want to arch that low back. It's just straight out so that your leg is in alignment with your back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay. Next is a forearm plank. So it'll be, what we're going to do is challenge you here with that plank. You're going to get into a forearm plank. Again, elbows are lined up underneath your shoulders. You can be here. Don't cross your hands over because that internally rotates your shoulders. So keep your hands straight forward. This is a regular full forearm plank. You can also do this on your knees. If you do it this way, I'd recommend extending your arms here. It just gives your core a little bit more work this way. So, either way, you're going to be in a plank position, forearm plank position. And what I'd like you to do is raise your left arm, bring it back, extend your right arm, bring Bring it back. Lift the left leg. Down. Right leg. Down. So, arm goes out, above your head, extending out. Just pause, reach, pause, lift the leg, pause, right leg, pause. Arm extends overhead, right arm, lift your leg, and the other leg. Keep going here. One more set after this. Leg, leg, arm, extends overhead. Last one's here. Leg, lift, and down. Okay, for this next one, we're going to work on our obliques, okay? I happen to have weights in my home. Again, if you don't, you need something that's got some weight to it. And I was just looking around my house. I found a can of paint, for example. I mean, that's got something to it, not super heavy, but you do want to have something that weighs, you know, maybe something out in your garage, for example. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to have one knee down and one leg forward, okay, about a 90-degree bend in your front knee. And you're going to bring this weight from your right hip. So your left leg is forward. You're going to bring it from your right hip up and over towards your left shoulder. So what this does, this is following in line with the way the obliques run. So you're going from the hip up and over. Don't extend your arms out too much. That makes it more difficult, obviously. You really want to focus not so much on your shoulders as you do your obliques on this, okay? So here it is with an object. Again, just some kind of weighted object is fine. Let's do 10 more. 10, nice and controlled movements. Again, keeping those arms close. Don't want to extend out too much. It's too much on the shoulders. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side. I'm going to pick up the weight on this one. A little bit heavier. So take it from, now your right leg is forward. Weight starts at your left hip. Pull those shoulders back and down, belly in, and bring it up and across for 1. 2, going to 16 here. Again, keeping those arms close. 4, 5, nice control, 6, 7, try to keep those abs tight, they're working the whole time. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, great. Place that weight down. And the next thing we're going to do is actually a nice abductor or hip workout. If you don't have any ankle weights, no need. I like to add these. It adds a little bit of extra work to the exercise. So if you have ankle weights, now would be the time to put them on. If you don't, let's get you started here very quickly. So what's going to happen is you're going to feel your glutes as well working here. Because the glute on the opposite leg that's working is a stabilizer. So, for example, you're here, your left forearm is on the floor, your right arm is extended out. Okay, so pull your shoulders back and down, belly in, and you're going to bring this leg from as far as you can out away from your body. It's about range of motion here. And then you're going to bring it all the way over and tap all the way over to the other side of the body. So, again, this is great for the hips, but you're also going to feel your left glutes really working here because that side of the body is stabilizing you. 4. Again, it's about range of motion as wide as you can. 5, 6, nice control. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, if you don't have any weights, I'd like you to do at least 20 to 30 of those if you don't have any ankle weight. Just because it's a lot easier, of course, without the ankle weight. So if you have the ankle weight, you stop, you switch. Otherwise, keep on going. I'm going to demonstrate on the other side. And again, also, if these numbers are too low, the reason I'm shortening the numbers is just because the video takes so long. Rather you just, if you're on your own here, just do more, increase the reps, okay? So now my ankle weight is on my left foot. So my right forearm is down, my left arm is extended out. Hold the belly in, lift, and again, it's about that range of motion, okay? 2, 3, keeping those abs working here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, keep on going if you have no ankle weights. Okay? Okay, for the next exercise, we're going to work our upper back, okay? So the key here is to try and get your back as parallel to the floor as you can. Okay, if you're up here, that's fine. You're just going to get, different muscle fibers, but still you'll be working the upper back. Your feet are about shoulder width apart. Your navel's pulled in and up, okay? And the weights just start hanging down, straight down from your shoulders. Next, you're just going to lift these out to the side, okay? You don't want to go any higher. Your elbows should not go any higher than your shoulders. And come back down. Now, when you're lifting in that position, I want you to try and squeeze your shoulder blades together, okay? So lift and squeeze here. The next movement, that's your T, is going to be a Y. So you're lifting up. So these weights should not be heavy, okay? Especially not lifting overhead in this position. But you have to, these are 5 pounds it all depends on if you have healthy shoulders, what you can lift. So squeeze those shoulder blades here, lift overhead here. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze, lift. Good. Squeeze and lift. So you should feel this in that upper back. Lift. Good. That's 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. Again, do higher numbers if you need to. Next, we're going to get our heart rates up a little bit with some mountain climbers. So this will be the third exercise of this first set. So we did the hip work first, then we did the upper back with the reverse flies and the Ys overhead, and now we're going to do mountain climbers. So we're going to repeat. I want you to repeat those 3 exercises 2 more times. So you'll do each exercise 3 times. And just, you know, you don't have to go in that particular order, but I'd like you to repeat those at least 3 times, okay? So now we're gonna do mountain climbers. We're gonna go 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off for 4 sets. So it should get your heart rate up. Mountain climbers, you wanna start with your hands in that same plane as your shoulders. Okay, so you're basically getting into a plank position here, okay? And then you're going to bring your knee in and then bring it back out. As you bring it back out, you switch, the other leg comes in. So you're switching, 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 okay? So you're just going, it's like you're running in place, basically. You can tap your toe if you like, or keep your toe up when you bring it in. There's all different ways. But I like to tap my toes. Keep going, keep those shoulders back and down. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, for video's sake, go ahead and repeat that 3 more times. You get 15 seconds in between each set. Okay? Now moving on to the next set. You're going to need, if you have weights for bicep curls, grab those weights. We're going to do basically a squat up against the wall here. Okay, for this next one, we're going to do basically a single leg squat against the wall. As you can see, I have chair rails, so I'm going to use this pad so that I'll be a little more comfortable on my back. So what you want to do is you want to find a nice flat wall. You're going to grab your weights for bicep curls, and you're going to get down to about, if you can, a 90-degree bend in your hip and your knee. Now, if that bothers your knee, then you're going to bring your feet out a little bit farther away from the wall. That will help relieve some of that pressure on your knee. So, if you're here, you get into that squat, cross your leg over, the other leg, okay? Now, make sure that you're pushing your weight into your heel on that. My right foot I'm pushing the weight into the heel. Because again, we don't want to bother the knee by putting the weight into the front part of our foot. So with your arms, you're just going to do bicep curls out to the side a little bit because our legs are kind of in the way. You want that full range of motion. So again, keep your shoulders back and down. Keep your navel pulled in and up. And just perform nice and easy, slow bicep curls. Again, the weights, depending on what you have at home. If you don't have any weights, you could do things like just circles with your arms in this position, because it's really more about your leg here than it is, about the arms. Really want to get some good quads and glutes here. So here's your circles. Just keep your arms up, moving. Otherwise, if you have weights for biceps, or you could use your ankle weights. I know some people don't have any dumbbells, but they have ankle weights. So use your ankle weights. Same thing. Okay? So you want to try to go about a minute each leg. Again, keeping the weight in your heel and just, doing those biceps. Switch it up on your bicep curls. Do hammerheads every once in a while when your arms start to get tired. So after 1 minute, we switch. Okay, so cross the other leg over. Into that nice single leg squat. Pull the belly in, shoulders back and down. And I'm going to stick with hammerheads here just for a little bit. Changing the angles. It's always good to change the angles here. Good. Keeping that weight pushed into your heel. Don't let it inch up into the front part of your foot. It should not bother your knee. So we're going to try to go for another minute here. Again, if your arms get tired, just take a break. The people that are doing the shoulder circles, they get tired, just bring them down. Concentrate on just trying to work, your quads and your glutes here, okay? Got about 20 seconds left. Keep your shoulders down, back and down. Abs are tight, they're always working. About a 90-degree bend in your hip and your knee. 10 seconds left. Keep moving, you're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, come up out of that position. And next we're going to do shoulder push-ups. So, again, if you have shoulder issues, then I would do a regular push-up. So your regular push-up, you're here, hands and knees. You start on your hands and knees. Okay, so your back is in a nice straight line. So see how I bring my hips down. So there's a line for my shoulders all the way down to my knees, a nice straight line, okay? If you're here, that's okay. You're just not going to get as much of your own body weight into that push-up. It's easier, certainly is much easier. But if you can get into this position, bringing your hips down, squeeze your glutes, get your chest down, inhale as you go down and exhale as you go up. So it's inhale, exhale, okay? So that's your modified push-up. Your regular push-up, full push-up is good alignment, nice straight line from my shoulders down to my feet. Glutes are squeezing, and you're here. Okay, that's your regular push-up. I would like to see if you guys challenge you guys today with a shoulder push-up. It's a lot different. You're going to place your hands, you start on your hands and knees. Then you push yourself up, lifting your knees. Walk your feet in just a little bit so that your hands aren't, they're probably about 2 feet away from your feet. It's a good distance, okay? Now, let your head hang down naturally. Don't try to strain it or anything. And just bend your elbows and place your head in between your hands and push back up. And notice my heels do, lift up off the floor as you go down. So you're here and then push up. Place your head right between your hands and push. And use that breath. Inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Your knees are soft. Your knees are fairly bent. Your knees are not locked out. And push. Okay, so you can see it from this angle. Feet are about 2 feet away. Place your head between your hands and up. Inhale and exhale. Try to do 12 of these. Exhale, good. Keeping your abs tight as well. That's it. 10, 11, and 12. So that is a shoulder push-up. Need to change things. Instead of just doing regular push-ups all the time, just need to change the angles so that we get different muscle fibers working, okay? Now, you're going to repeat those 2 sets, the Y's and T's, and the single leg squat, and the shoulder push-up. You're going to repeat those 3 times. Okay, that's 3 sets of each one. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Okay, the next one, we're going to do some squats with some shoulder work. Now, if you have weights, lighter weights, I would go for lighter weights, or a strap would be just fine. Again, we're concentrating on legs, but I do want to do a combo movement here with your shoulder work as well. So I'm going to take this strap, place it under my feet. Okay, my feet are about shoulder width apart. And first thing I'm going to do is raise my arms. So I'm going to keep these arms raised the whole time while we're doing this exercise. So you're just going to go down into that squat, okay, keeping your back nice and flat, weights in your heels, and come up, keeping these arms lifted. Okay, that's going to be, that'll, definitely work the shoulders. Get down nice and low, pushing your hips back, all right, and then coming back up. So that's all it is a nice squat. Nice flat back, keep your abs tight, and keep your shoulders lifted. So if you have weights, then you're going to hold those weights up as long as you can. Good. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we're going to do sets. That's one set of 12. The next, but remember we're repeating this 2 more times. Okay, so the next one is going to be, the last exercise, it's going to be your tricep dip. So again, you're trying to find things that you guys can use at home. So just grab any chair that you can, get your hands around the sides. So first things first, pull your shoulders back and down, tuck your navel in and up. Now, you're going to, one of 2 ways. You can keep your knees bent, slide your hips off the chair. Okay, don't let your shoulders inch up to your ears, and just drop your hips down, driving your elbows to the rear. You want your elbows going back and not out. Okay, so that's one way. Or the other way, extend your legs out so they're straight. This makes it a little bit harder. It's more of your body weight. And then dip and come back up. Keeping your hips close to that chair. Don't let your hips, go too far out away from that chair. Okay? 6, 7, 8, driving your elbows to the back, keeping those shoulders down. 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so I want you to repeat those squats with the shoulder raises and this tricep dip 2 more sets. So you'll go right back to your squats here. Give me 12 of those. Go back to the tricep dips and then 1 more set of triceps. So 3 total sets of those 2 exercises. And then don't forget to stretch.